Hey, tenors, I got to tell you something before Pamela shows up. The word of the week is goat. G-O-A-T. Every time I hear the word goat, I'm going to make a weird noise like this. And I think you should help me out.
Happy Tuesday, Ryan.
Happy 10 Things Tuesday.
We have so much to cover with a new trip to the moon, Simone Biles' triumphant return to gymnastics, and a surprisingly big gator.
A big what?
A big gator.
Gator. Got it. Let's get into it.
I'm Pamela Kirkland.
And I'm Ryan Willard. It's Tuesday, September 5th.
This is the 10 News, and here are 10 things you need to know.
Processing.
It's only fitting that today's top headline goes to one of the top athletes in the world. In fact, one might call her the GOAT. What was that?
Nothing. Please continue.
After taking a 2-year break to focus on her mental health, Simone Biles returned to the 2023 U.S. Gymnastics Championship to win her record 8th all-around title. She's truly the greatest of all time.
The what?
The GOAT. Speaking of sticking the landing, did you see that India's Chandrayaan-3 stuck its landing on the moon? And only the 4th country in history to successfully put a spacecraft on the moon. The Indian Space Research Organization shared images of the moon's surface from the Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
After all of this hard work happening around the world, it's a good thing that Monday was Labor Day. Labor Day is a U.S. federal holiday that honors the women and men who fought for workers' rights during the labor movement. And although it's recognized on a Monday, it's pretty much a weekend-long celebration for American workers to enjoy time off work with family and friends. But today, it's back to work. No more monkeying around. Speaking of zoo animals, Bright's Zoo in Limestone, Tennessee has welcomed a new and rare member to their animal family, a spotless giraffe.
Whoa.
Born without any spots, the calf is a reticulated giraffe, and Bright's Zoo thinks that it could be the only one of its kind living on the planet.
From wildlife to wild weather. Hurricane Idalia made landfall in Florida last week, bringing the most deadly storm surge the Gulf Coast has seen in 125 years. Parts of Florida and South Georgia saw wind speeds as high as 90 miles per hour and storm surge as high as halfway up 2-story buildings. If you're interested in helping victims of Hurricane Idalia, check out our show notes for resources. We'll be right back with sports news and a 2-year anniversary after this message for the grown-ups. Want to know some cool facts about the number 100? There are 100 yards in an American football field.
Hey!
There are 100 sweat glands in 1 square inch of skin. And the 10 News is looking for 100 donors to help keep our show going.
Nice.
If you love the 10 News and want more of it, we need your help so we can keep making new episodes. You see, the show is free to our listeners, but it takes money to make all this sweet, sweet podcast magic. So we're asking for your help. We've set a goal of getting 100 donors to help fund the 4th season of the 10 News. There's a link in our show notes to the fundraising page where grown-ups can make a donation. It's tax deductible. Grown-ups like that. And if not able to donate, just spreading the word about the 10 News is a huge help.
Thanks for listening and being awesome. We love bringing you the news and hope to keep doing it this fall.
Processing.
Some record-breaking sports news. Sha'Carri Richardson is bringing home the gold after winning the 100-meter sprint at the World Athletics Championship in Budapest, Hungary. With a final time of 10.65 seconds, Richardson is now tied for the 5th fastest woman in history and the first American 100-meter world champ in 6 years.
Great job.
I bet that the caffeine from the 3 pumpkin spice lattes that I had this morning could make me pretty speedy. It's officially pumpkin spice season, so we're sending 10 new snaps to the Starbucks baristas who are about to make 17 gajillion pumpkin spice lattes. Starbucks even rolled out their fall menu 6 days earlier this year for all of you fall flavor lovers out there.
The 10 News likes fall a latte, but you know what we don't like? Cold and flu season. It's more common for people to catch a cold in the fall and winter due to changing conditions. But the CDC and FDA are preparing for an updated COVID-19 vaccine to roll out in mid-September to fend off current variants of the virus. The vaccines have been updated to teach our bodies to fight subvariants of COVID-19 and are expected to work against other strains too. And before we dive into our next headline, let's pause for a moment of silence to remember the 13 fallen service members lost in the Afghanistan withdrawal. On August 26, 2021, President Biden was facilitating the evacuation of U.S. forces and Afghan partners from Afghanistan when Abbey Gate was attacked, taking the lives of 13 U.S. soldiers, 170 Afghans, and injuring others. Last week, President Biden honored those who lost their lives and who were wounded in the 2-decade war against Afghanistan, and paid tribute to the 13 service members and their families for their unwavering sacrifice and bravery at Abbey Gate that day.
And to wrap up today's headlines, we've got a big story out of Mississippi. Last week in Yazoo City, Mississippi, 4 hunters captured a 14-foot, 800-pound alligator. Officials out of Mississippi have stated that the alligator, the size of a small SUV, has broken a state record. You might call it the gatorest of all time.
Ryan, you just can't call everything the GOAT. Do we need an 11th story about why you're making these weird noises?
Nah, I think we're good. That was 10 things you need to know.
Check out Thursday's episode where we'll drop some back-to-school knowledge. I'm Pamela Kirkland.
And I'm Ryan Willard. Also, thanks for playing the word of the week with me.
The what of the what?
The bird of the beak. Don't worry about it. Thanks for listening to the 10 News.
Data transfer complete.
Want to know some cool facts about the number 100? There are 100 yards in an American football field.
Hey!
There are 100 sweat glands in 1 square inch of skin. And the 10 News is looking for 100 donors to help keep our show going.
Nice.
If you love the 10 News and want more of it, we need your help so we can keep making new episodes. You see, the show is free to our listeners, but it takes money to make all this sweet, sweet podcast magic. So we're asking for your help. We've set a goal of getting 100 donors to help fund the 4th season of the 10 News. There's a link in our show notes to the fundraising page where grown-ups can make a donation. It's tax deductible. Grown-ups like that. And if not able to donate, just spreading the word about the 10 News is a huge help.
Thanks for listening and being awesome. We love bringing you the news and hope to keep doing it this fall.